Hello, world. I didn't expect to talk to you guys so soon. It is Carcino, in case you didn't know. Let's get into it, shall we? There have been troubles in the waters. Troubles brewing, troubles rearing its ugly head. And it needs to be said, though it hurts to say, Nicki Minaj has officially broken off with her management. And by the way, you might want to donate to this page today, because you finna get some real. You finna get some real spill right now. Oh yeah. Sticky Nicki, that's who. Sticky Nicki Minaj. That's right. She's left Blueprint Management. They split. Cortez. Uh-oh. Something's going wrong now. Somebody didn't figure out something. They's like, uh-oh, that's that Carcino guy. Let's start the sabotage. Cortez Bryant. And the rest at Blueprint. G and them. She's leaving Blueprint because she realizes they've done all they can. And it's a mutual situation. They're like, it's time you go someplace else too. That ship has sailed. Now, let's look back on what's supposed to be a successful year for Nicki Minaj. Eh, I wouldn't say that. Exactly. Hit that like button. She fell off. It's business. She didn't fall off. She threw herself off. She thought she was in a position, which she was. Now let's not get that twisted. Nicki was in the position to do a lot of great things. She had a very nasty attitude towards people. A lot of people didn't like working with her or working for her. She was real snappy. She thought she was always being victimized and people were always against her. And this led to a lot of people not wanting to deal with her. They didn't want to deal with her behavior. They didn't want to deal with her attitude and having to deal with Nicki. So because she was in power, she had all these people behind her, they had to put up with it. And she thought she was great because she was dominating the field. It was like there was no one there to challenge you. So how great are you when there's no one there to challenge you? Now, with that being said, let's look at Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj can rap. She came up through the grassroots. She didn't have it easy. She wasn't selected. She worked her butt off to get where she is. She has great stage presence. She was developed into this talent. She knows how to do a show, and she knows how to put on and actually work and make great songs when she's with the right people in her original circle. But when you get too big for your britches, you start forgetting how you got to certain levels. You forget what brought you and what got you to the point of why everybody liked you in the first place. Once you start to lose that part of your identity, now it's hard, almost impossible for you to recapture what you're losing. So it's almost impossible to recapture that flame once again, once it's gone. And that's what's happened. A lot of people out here didn't get notifications, and today a lot of people did. It shot out, and once they start seeing it shoot out like a gun, everybody stopped. Because normally I don't get Nicki news. But now we gonna really get into it. Nicki name was brought up in an accusational charge about her doing something to sabotage Charlemagne due to the fact of his support for Cardi B, and that Wendy Williams' husband was spearheading it. He brought those accusations up and said he was doing it for Nicki Minaj, who was upset with him because of her getting bashed all the time by Charlemagne. Now you know why Charlemagne was bashing her so hard. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, because I ain't finna be doing all this and y'all ain't hitting the like button and they gonna say, oh, you got a bunch of bots. I'm giving y'all real info. Now, I don't know how much is on Nicki Minaj and how much is on Cortez Bryant and the rest of the team. How is it 200 of y'all here and it ain't 200 likes? I don't understand it. Because this is some real, yeah, this that real spill. Listen. Nicki Minaj did the same thing to me. Hi. She sent her PR team directed at this guy right here, Carcino. Yes. The Nicki team came after your boy. So I believe Charlemagne, because I already know what they do. They came after your boy's page because I was bringing a lot of truth to light. And it was to the point where Safari and me got tight and she couldn't stand it. Her family members was calling Safari and thought Safari was paying me to go after her. Can you believe that? They thought Safari was paying me. Oh, I got proof. Safari's my proof. Anybody don't believe me, go ask Safari. How do you think me and Safari got cool? Do you think every time Safari say, hey, what's up, Carcino, it don't piss Nicki Minaj off? She wants me gone. So they've sabotaged my YouTube account. They've done everything. You think this is an accident? But yet I'm still here, right? Still standing here like Ike Turner in that Tina Turner movie when he was in that room. You thought you could get rid of a Nick like me? But here I am. Big, bad, and bold as it. She be, how you get up in here? I can't say don't get up in here. I'll be like, you should know me better than that. Here I am. Big, bad, and bold as it. Think you can get rid of me out of me? You gonna sing them songs, Nicki. I'm in here. I'm in here. Be like, huh, Nicki? Huh? I don't hear you talking now, huh? You ain't got all that mouth now. Now, oh, I don't know. That Sheikah was the one hit quitter. Her career has been on the spiral all the way down because, see, people, like they say, people prey on your downfall. They were waiting for her downfall. That's all. They were waiting for her downfall. And they got it. Her downfall came quick, fast, in a hurry. And, oh, don't worry, it was right on time. It was the perfect arrival. Because anybody who tried to have a career who was a female artist, she didn't embrace any of them. She looked at them as a threat and tried to take them down and sabotage them. Only when she was down do she now want to do working with people. Ain't that something? Where was the love when all of these people was with you? Oh, who's in the picture with me? That was the first photo I found. She kind of looked like Nicki a little bit, but finer. Her name is Tia. Just like your name, Tia. It's just spelled different. T-I-Y-A. She works for Star Wars Rebels. Tia Sakura. And when you get there, tell her sing you. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys should be back now. It was only a quick stabbing. That's what happens when you leave here. In the ghetto apartments. Now, we in the woods. That's why. It's hard to get a great reception out of here. Oh, no. That's what Nicki used to look like before all the work. So, yeah, she does look better than Nicki. I mean, Nicki at this point needs new guidance. She needs a new attitude to be accepting to the change that's happening around her. Her problem is she's not willing to accept. She's still thinking she's an A-lister. And her problem is that the pride is the last thing to fall. They say pride go before the fall. She already fell. She's still holding on to the pride. And when we get up to 100 likes, we'll do what we're supposed to do. Can't believe we ain't at 100 likes. We should have had 100 likes in the first 2 seconds of this video. Seatbelt, please. This don't look like a seatbelt to you? Thank you, Alan. Make sure you hit up that Cash App. Carcino on the Cash App if you got it. If not, hit up the Streamlab in the link below. And, you know, let us know what you think. See, me, I was able to be non-biased against Nicki. Everybody thought I was sticking up for Cardi and just so against Nicki. No, we just didn't like Nicki, but still we were going to tell the truth. Nicki was doing everything she could to try to sabotage Cardi B. And when people were trying to come together, we were trying to put the fire out by saying, well, it's not as bad as everybody's saying it is. People trying to blow it up for controversy when the motorsport thing was out. We did it the same way they gave us this information, knowing that there was stuff brewing in the background. We said, well, we'll just be trying to create something. And I don't want to be somebody digging, trying to create something. We know there's stuff there from the little stuff that was leaking out that they talked back. So we said, okay, we'll give y'all what y'all want. We won't go reaching. So I reached out to Offset, and my video was out, and I put that out, and I showed them, like, look, we ain't reach, we just told the truth, flat out. Now, if we reaching, let me know, because this was just the truth. So, next thing you know, the motorsport thing blows up. Ack was one of the main people who was leaking out information about what was going on, even though everybody else was kind of told to like not say nothing. And then it came to find out that somebody let him kind of listen to it and all this stuff. We knew there was rumors about it coming out, but he's like, I got it, and I'm gonna release it when they let me. No, and only when the Nicki stuff started blowing up did they release that bar. And that was the problem that Cardi had with the Nicki bar, where she wasn't even dissing Cardi. Cardi just made a big deal about it for no reason, because of the simple fact, Nicki, the way she was acting, going after, there was so much vested. I mean, it's not youth, it's just that Cardi is hot right now. There's nobody really challenging her. She got sponsorship deals. Everything she does is gold. You can't touch nothing Cardi's doing right now. And Nicki should know, you don't interrupt that wave. You don't come in there trying to diss as your comeback. She come out with Barbie things. I'm just a Barbie thing. Barbie things, it's just some Barbie things. You coming back with the Barbie thing. They've seen that. They've done that. You got to come with something new. Then she came out with Chung Lee. And Chung Lee was knocking. I'm like, okay, that'll get you back in the buzz, but you got to have something to follow up. You know, so she thought, all right, Chung Lee, I'm back. Because I'm Chung Lee. First I was King Kong, now I'm Chung Lee. Yes, I'm Chung Lee. I dropped the bins off. I drop our bins off because I'm Chung Lee. And Chung Lee drops the bins off. I'm like, okay, the song is stupid, but the beat is hot. So, and the kazoo guy who was up there, you know those little kazoo that you used to blow on, those little whistle things that cost like 50 cents, you get it at the party store? I guess they had the kazoo guy there, like, all right, now when I give you the finger, you go with the beat. Like, I don't know who was the guy that said we needed a kazoo. We need a kazoo right now. If somebody got a kazoo, hey, go to the party store and get me a kazoo. Brr, brr, brr. That's all I hear. Every time I hear that kazoo, I just crack up laughing. Brr, brr, brr. They'd be like, cut! That was great! But you know what this needs? More kazoo! What I need, I got a fever. And what I need is more kazoo. So anyway, she does that. Then she makes bad decision after bad decision. And I'm wondering, like, is this Nicki or is this her management? Because I'm like, I'm not even her manager, and I know these are bad ideas. I'm like, she was like throwing stuff against the wall to see if it sticks. And I'm like, you're Nicki Minaj. Why would you be doing that with your career? That's for an artist trying to really get on. You're whoring yourself out with appearances and thinking like, well, it worked for Wayne. This is how Lil Wayne got hot. Then he dropped that album. I'm like, this is what got Lil Wayne hot. You get it? It's what got him hot. You were already there. You don't do that when you're at this level. When you're at this level, you don't do that. She jumped on everybody's remix, everybody's single, everybody who had a hot song out already. So the song was already popping before you got on it. So there's nothing special about you being on the record. The Rake It Up song that was hot before you even got on it. Delamo, rake it up. Bug it up, bug it up, bug it up. They don't care about you being on that song. No other song she was on really popped because of Nicki. The only song to show you how far she dropped, she had to put 6ix9ine song that she was featured on her album. Amy Magni don't think me no me not Kardashian. I went away with my Barbie. I didn't want to my Dobby. I mean don't me I like Dobby and me I like my Barbie. And now I got a chase with this little snitch face. So now everybody's like, wow, this is how far her career has dropped. Then she's taking little shots at Cardi here and there, here and there. You're gonna make your fans choose. Fans are the most disloyal people in the world. They follow the trend. They follow who's hot. They follow who's hot. They don't care. They have no loyalty to anything. Your fans today will leave you tomorrow. And she found that out quick. All those barbs. And be like, look, you got how many? 3 million barbs? Why you ain't selling 3 million records? Because every barb should buy a doggone physical copy. If they love it much. No, they out there rapping Cardi. 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 They over there in the Cardi crowd. Oh, Cardi. I don't know why everybody be hating on me because I'll be like, all right, Cardi. So now, her career is on the 16th hole. So now, they in a dilemma. Because you stuck. For the rest of your life, you are stuck in this position. You have no way of getting out. It's like the figure 4 leg lock. They got you. You're in the hole. What are you going to do to get out of it? And her management decided to put her in a situation where she's jumping on everybody's song. And I don't even want to put that all on them, because they probably be like, look, we gave her great advice and she chose not to take it. And that's happened before. So G and Tez, I can't really hold y'all feet to the fire on this one. Because I don't know. I really can't. Don't forget to hit that like button too, guys, so that they know that you guys are for real and not bots. But we gotta hold people accountable for what they're supposed to do. They're the managers. So whatever she came up with, you know, it's been a very dismal year for Nicki. I mean, her tours kept getting canceled, delays. You saw what happened overseas in China. They booed Nicki. They started screaming for Cardi when overseas in the European tour because she couldn't. They canceled some shows. It's like, who's handling all this? She just went to Coachella. Her audio was all messed up. She couldn't hear anything. It's just dismal, dismal, dismal. And do I believe people are sabotaging her? Absolutely. There's a lot of people that she's fired. A lot of people that's probably been harassed or treated unfairly because Nicki felt a certain way. So when they see her falling, they're gonna all want to throw a shot on her way down. And there's a lot of people who are very happy that's in the industry that don't want to see Nicki Minaj succeed because of her attitude. When Nicki first came out, I used to root for Nicki all the time. She was the underdog. I used to root for Nicki. She had her first album was hot. I was like, man, Nicki got a dope album. Like, she can rap. And it kept going to that point. I always said, Cardi, if it came to Cardi, Nicki is a better rapper than Cardi. Granted, Nicki has better stage presence than Cardi. Check. She got all of these things in check for her. But she is not making better songs than Cardi right now. In the past, she has. But as of right now, she's not. She's chasing it. This is what you would call chasing it. When you lose something and you're right there trying to get it right back really quick instead of sitting back trying to make something that's great. She's chasing it. So she owed the studio an album. She was running late on the album because she was messing around doing stupid things and trying to take a break, and I'm gonna take some years off, screwing up her career. So when she did that and she took all those years off, she thought she was gonna transition into film. Come to find out, Nicki couldn't act. She was in like 2 movies, and she's like, it's just too much time. I don't have time to do it. The fact is, she got dropped for a couple of movies that they wanted to try to get Minaj in, and they were just like, nah, we're not really interested. You know, and Judd Apatow was going to try to put her in the Trainwreck movie, and that didn't work out. So she would have been in there with LeBron and everybody else. But it was some other people as well. She got dropped for these movies, and she tried to act like she just walked away. They didn't want Nicki for the part. Another film, This Is 40. They wanted to put Nicki Minaj in This Is 40. Judd Apatow, he always wanted to try to work with Nicki and put her in some type of, he actually gave her a shout out in that movie and tried to put her in the film, and it just didn't work out. I don't know if it was negotiations or they just didn't want to do it, but they went away from that. So it is what it is when it comes to that. A lot of people didn't know Nicki Minaj wasn't a hoe going into the record business. She wasn't sleeping around with everybody. That might have changed now, but when she came in this game, she wasn't. She would flirt with everybody, but wouldn't sleep with them. She didn't want to be that girl because she didn't have to be that girl. Everybody wanted to sleep with her, but she would not. She would flirt with them, but wouldn't quite give them the time of day. Then Floyd came. I don't know if Floyd hit it or not. I won't put that on Champ. But she's very impressed with people's stature. She was a groupie. Like, if your name was in big lights, she was like, like if Jay-Z would have came at that time, she'd told her, look, I need you to take all your clothes off right now. She'd already been naked. She wouldn't even ask no questions. Would this help me become a bigger star? Yes. It can't hurt your chances. Now, if he'd have said something like that, she'd have did it in a heartbeat. And it's suicidal to an artist's career. But if you want to get on, you're going to get on. You're going to be with Wayne. But that record deal is going to eat you up, and you ain't going to be able to make no money really off no records. Your money going to come off tours and everything else. And that's how she was able to stay afloat. She started doing shows, doing tours. All you got to do is look at the Nicki's first album when she was dyeing her hair and all that stuff and how broke she was. They was broke. Broke. She was the hottest thing out and was broke. Should have stayed with Safari. Yes and no. I was like, now the way I look at it, like, yeah, business-wise, yes, they should have stayed together. If you're Nicki, you know how much contribution Safari added to your game when now people look at him as a better rapper than you. Seriously, right now, Safari right now can spit a better rhyme than Nicki Minaj. That lets you know right then and there. And I told you guys, he will rap these guys under the table. Half these other rappers, like Safari, can rap. He got bars galore. I'm like, all them bars Nicki used to be dropping. I'm like, don't those sound like Safari bars? He could do her cadence, but that's not his rap style. But if he wanted to, and he did a song like it to show you her cadence, I told you exactly how the recording process was. Safari hit me up immediately and was like, how in the hell did you know that? He's like, that's almost word for word what we said to each other in the room. I said, Safari, I know how that process works. I've done that. I've done that before. I've been the Safari that had to help out with the rhymes. So when they say Safari didn't write her raps, that's true. Safari did not write her raps. Okay? What he does and what he did was doctor her rap. And when you doctor something, you're repairing it. If somebody writes somebody, you're like the teacher. You're great. You're taking out words and saying, hey, instead of this, and you know, but in hip-hop version, it's called catching a line. She caught a lot of lines from Safari. She caught a lot of lines. Yeah, Cleveland notes. She'll write a rap and then she'll be in there with Safari and she'll be spitting the rhyme and dropping it, and she'll say a line if the line is corny or whack or it could be done better. Safari said, yo, instead of that, why don't you try this? Zabba-dabba-dabba-dabba, bop, bop, bop. And she go, oh yeah, that do sound better. I'm gonna use that. Boom. So they'll replace that one little bar and take out that and throw in the punchline. Punch. Okay, go in this part of the rhyme. Oh, I'm gonna use that. Bop. Take that bar out. What I said was kind of whack. Okay, I'm gonna use this. Bop. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's cool. We can leave that one. Yeah, and they go with which line sounds better. If you got a line that sounds better, or metaphor, whatever, punch, they would take it out. So when Nicki was hitting them with all them punches, those were safari blows. I knew that. She knew that. No, relationship wise, she probably would have killed him eventually. I just think they're better off being separate. He is a genius. He knows what he's doing. Not as far as contracts wise at the time, but I'm quite sure the people who's coming up with these punchlines now, you can find any little artist around that you're working with. You had Meek helping her out with lines. You can tell some of the songs they did together. It was crazy. You know, K. Michelle, she was jealous of K. Michelle. Nicki created a lot of enemies within the business. And as far as R&B rap, the women didn't like her. And she did a lot to alter a lot of people's careers, and they never forgot that. So when they see Cardi going through it, they gonna rally behind Cardi. And now she looking like, well, is everybody against me? Well, because you never was like embracing anybody. So Remy had Cardi on the stage with her. She had everybody up there. Queen Latifah, all of the rap, the legends, Moni Love, all them. When have you ever embraced any of them? The only person you embraced was Foxy Brown, another hating Trinidadian who was just like you. Yeah, me and Fox, my girl, she knows what's up. We from Trinidad, we Trinidadian. Y'all make Trinidadians look bad. Fox attitude problem got corrected though a lot of times. A lot of chicks put her in her place. Fox is dangerous, almost instigating stuff, almost getting people killed. They dangerous men, you know. They both had this flair for the dramatic. Fox hard of hearing now, yeah, because she had an STD that she didn't get clean. When you had an STD and you don't get it clean, it could do some damage. And she had an STD, allegedly, that didn't get cleaned, and it did damage to her hearing. And she went deaf. Thanks, Auntie Chris. Oh, that's Sheetha, man. I'm like, Sheetha is a career killer. That thing that whacked out Nicki Minaj's whole career. And Remy just let the crown lay on the ground, and Cardi was like, I'm gonna take it because nobody really wants it. Cardi didn't want it. Megan Thee Stallion. She's alright. I mean, she's cool. What's her name? Tina, right? Tina Snow. Tina Snow, I think there's Megan Thee Stallion and all these people. They alright. I heard some of their stuff. It's a lot of people. One of them from Texas. that's out there they can spit. Like a lot of people send me songs. I just don't have, I can't sit around and make videos on them all day. Then I have nothing but emails of people sending me music. And I was like, I had to put that to a stop. I'm like, whoa, hold on, buddy. Hold on. It's not that I don't want to hear your music. It's like, dude, I cannot listen to 16 libraries of your songs, and you should never send that to anybody. Next thing you know, somebody had that song to be, who you get it from? Carcino? Only sent that to Cino. Cino, did you send my song? I'll be, I ain't sent a damn thing to nobody. And this is why I don't like, that's why I don't like going to the studios. It's crazy right now. But when Nicki went and did the radio show, then she got her little podcast show, they talked her into that. Oh, do the podcast thing. I'm like, Nicki Minaj doing a podcast? That just was the dumbest thing ever. I'm like, to me, that was just dumb. Now you're going to be up there trying to come up with controversial things and always aimed at Cardi. And it's like, you're supposed to be a rapper. Go on in here and rap. But what she had to do is, because she owed them an album, she put out a record, the Queen album. And what that was a collaboration of songs she's been working on throughout the years, mixed with some songs she just did. And it was a mess. The launch was a mess. Tracy Chapman wouldn't approve of her releasing of her song that she did with Nas. So that went left. Every time they tried to do something, it was another crack in the road. I don't know what's wrong with Auntie Chris. Auntie Chris, boy, bye. Yeah, so now you drop an album that was subpar. When you need this album to be like on point, stellar, her focus should have been making a great album. Her focus was, I'm trying to chase what's hot. Oh, I need to get to some Trinidadian roots, some Indian roots. So I'm like, oh, she's all over the place. This album's all over the place. This song is dated. You could tell, and everything I said about it, I gave it the most honest review ever of any album ever. And everything I said about it, Ganja Dreams, and I'm like, Ganja Dreams? You don't even smoke. Now you smoke? What's going on here? Like, this is totally nuts. And I'm like, you a queen and you butt naked on a tree. I'm like, the whole image was off. I'm like, a queen butt naked in a tree. Why do I want to buy this album? And if I'm a parent, I don't want to let my kid buy an album of a half-naked woman in a tree. You said Nefertiti? Okay, you think that anybody who was going to buy that CD was thinking about Nefertiti? And they was going to see the artwork in that? They're going to see a half-naked woman on a branch. Talking about she the queen. Then they going to be, no, put that back. Put that back. No, who is this woman? No, dare to be, I'll keep this case. No, let me look at this. Wow. Yeah, this is not for you. Put this back. We'll talk when you get 18. And then you don't put out an album that can garnish any hits. Barbie Dreams, that's like the anthem record you put out after you had the first hit. You know, Ganja Dreams, and it just kept coming, and it was just like a mess. They were like chasing it. The video for Bobby Jeans is coming out. We're like, no. No. Oh, it was just, that's a fun song. Barbie Dreams is like a fun song you do to have fun with the people, fun with the crowd, and that's a fun song. That's not a song you turn around and say, okay, I want to do this with now, and start changing the game with. You don't change a game with that. That's not changing anything. That's sending you down a spiral of destruction. She had hits like what? Hard White, that was made like in 2015? No, she had a couple of songs that were tolerable. Nothing to stand out. Like if you compare her album with Cardi's destroys that album. The first 4 songs on Cardi album destroys her album. Knock Me Down 9, I'ma Get Up 10. That song right there jumped off the entire album. That was better than every song Nicki had on the whole album. And what did she do? Half of that album, she dissing Cardi. Dissing Cardi on your album, it's like, why? She's not using you. I can see if Cardi was using Nicki for promotion to come up. She didn't. She was like, I don't even want to talk about her through my press tour. She's not dissing her on the album. Nothing. Knowing that this woman was spewing all this negativity about her, she didn't even diss her. None on her album, and that's why it was a success. She kept it about the music. She was like, people don't want to buy the dissing, people want to buy the music. See, and that's what people don't understand. People want to buy your songs. Dissing only, it gives you some interest. Like, ooh, people looking at this, but dissing ain't gonna get you on. Your music is what keeps you there. People gotta be like, man, can he make a song without dissing somebody? And that was the biggest thing about 50 that people got wrong, and they tried to emulate 50. Like, yo, I'm gonna be like 50 and just start dissing people. 50 didn't make his career off of just dissing people. 50 Cent had hit records. All 50 Cent hit records were not diss songs. Like I tell people all the time, Candy Shop, in the network, 21 Questions and all that. Disco Inferno. None of these songs are diss records. Hate It or Love It. I mean, look, you can go, it's countless hits. But then that wasn't really a record that broke the charts. Window Shopper without, look, exactly. All these are hit records. 50 Cent knows how to formulate a record and make a hit song. Ghetto Quran was never even released. Yeah. You talking about mixtape stuff. I'm talking about hit records, dog, charts. And the club still selling. I've always felt like there's always a difference in comparisons to artists. So I think that Cortez and they said it's a mutual split, but it's good because it's time. I said it about 2 years ago. I'm like, she gonna have to split with her management. She need new management or new PR staff. Something's wrong. And I wasn't saying it to be malicious. I'm saying it because it's visible. Everything that was happening is visible. And it's going to make her managerial team look bad. So for them, they should want to part with her. I'll be like, look, I got to part from this. Because you're going to do bad. Other clients going to be like, y'all had Nicki and, yeah, where's she at now? Now I'm going to go join with them. Sag on Sag hate. I'm a Sagittarius male, she's a Sagittarius female, which means I understand her. Oh, to donate to the page, on this page, you got to go to my Cash App, $Carcino, or Carcino, whatever way they find me on there. You know how the Cash App work. Or you can click the link in the description box. It says donate in big letters. You click that and go hit up the Streamlab. If I wasn't driving, I'll be able to check it and tell everybody who done did it what's what. He said, I'm from the CIA. Something the CIA don't say. That's how we know you're not from the CIA. Because if you was from the CIA, you're not supposed to say, you know. Game can combo with any rapper. He needs somebody to give him the skeleton so he can rap. That's why his career didn't take off. He don't know how to bridge a hook. He's just a good rapper. Again, something the CIA doesn't say. I was more hurt by the inclination that everybody was coming up with about Minaj and what she was doing. She did some things to Charlemagne, which I'm going to get in later on the video. You're going to see the video and be like, oh, okay. And we'll move on from there. But I warned people a long time ago that these would be the scenarios to play out over the time period and over the years. I said, whew, this would be the inclination of it. This would be the fallout. And I was just giving y'all a whole blow by blow for a whole hour straight on the impetus of what started on. I don't hate Sagittarius females. I'm a Sagittarius male, which automatically knows you cannot date a Sagittarius woman. I don't do that. Like if I met Nicki, I probably would be cool with her because she's like a dude. Sagittarius women have a very aggressive outlook, just like the Sagittarius males. They have a very aggressive outlook on things. But we got a lot of differences. So I see y'all like the wrestling video I did last night when I gave y'all like 15 wrestling videos and one on Coco Beware. Y'all got me in a rare mode 2 nights in a row. Oh man, like I told you, I got wrestling stories that'll turn your head. Whew. MMA then took over wrestling, basically the same thing. What happened to wrestling? It's very simple. Jim Cornette came and did what he did. And he wasn't what was wrong with it. It's just that a lot of people that was running wrestling, they got away from what made wrestling great. The actual wrestling and the actual stories. They used to make sense. Now you got a bunch of overprivileged athletes who are not that good as far as wrestling talent, and they're getting by. And now they've been in the game like 16 years and they still think like they're a big name. And it's like, okay, well, you got a big name, but you're the core fans are tired of you. They want to see you do the finishing move every now and then, but you're not the same no more. It's like there's no story. They have nowhere to go with you. Like you have no connection to anything no more. It's like the Big Show. The Big Show is like, okay, Show could come out and it's like, what's Show's angle? There's no angle for Show to be in. He has no dreams of holding the championship. It's like, what is the Show's motivation here? Dude, I can do the Fast and Furious stare. When I'm driving. I'm a professional. Kids don't do this at home. This is only designed for Carcino. Oh, yeah. AEW is the next company that's going to take a bunch of wrestlers and fail. Vince is going to make it so expensive for AEW to keep up with them that eventually after 3 years, they'll run into the same problems TNA and all the rest of them have done before. They come, then they go. Harlem Heat just made it to the Hall of Fame. I'm proud of them. And all you guys who are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And we'll holler at you later. I'm out.